So welcome back to the Rod Shop channel here with Saxy Rod Shop. So we're just going to give you a little opening right quick on this video. We've got the body mounted on the Torino, and Brandon is currently starting to do the final assembly of everything. You can see he's got his stainless steel lines laid out. He's installing some of the fuel stuff as it comes down the trans tunnels, getting some of that stuff done. Routing some of his wiring that has to start coming towards the front. We have the body actually physically mounted now. We're getting ready to get the headliner finished up this week and get it installed, and then he can start putting the roll cage in. So that's kind of where we are at the beginning of this week. Just a quick update today on what we got going on here with the Torino. Brandon's got the body bolted down in place. He's got a lot of stuff added on here, fuel stuff. This canister here from Vibrant is actually like an oil separator canister for the oil lines. We got that on here. We got some of the brake lines on here. Now the master cylinder and booster and clutch master cylinder, they're all inside the car. So we'll have pictures of that later on as we get to that point of installation. This is like a clutch line here. These stainless steel lines here are actually for the Hydro Boost and power steering hoses here. They're going on the Coyote, they're on that side of the motor here, part of the PSC container. So he's getting the car set up and getting ready to stab the motor and transmission today, and then start continuing connection of all those items on that. He's getting ready to start putting the tranny fluid in it and continue on. So that's kind of where we are today, and we'll be doing some time lapse of what's going to happen here in a few minutes. So here we got the fiberglass headliner and for the Torino, and we've got it covered in the headliner material, and what we've used is just a late model style knit black material with light 3/16 foam backing on it. It's all glued in place. We've got the holes located for our tweeters up front. We got the holes located for the rear window shade in the back. So we'll get started putting this in later today or sometime tomorrow morning. Oh, so we're actually trying to get the headliner in today on the Torino. We got it all in here. We put a couple little drips of silicone in the center beam just to, once it'll go up and cure, it'll help support it, keep it from wanting to vibrate on that beam. So currently I'm putting in all the moldings that we've got around it. We had to make a new windshield molding on it here. Let Hot Rod Charlie there. Come in, and so we'll get the moldings on it. Now these moldings will actually get covered in the leather when it's all said and done, but right now we're just trying to get the headliner in so that Brandon can get the main hoop of the roll cage in and the front stuff, because so much of the rest of the components actually hang off that roll cage. So this will allow him to get started assembling the interior behind the dash stuff. So that's kind of currently where we are. We'll get the moldings on it here real quick, and then tomorrow I'll be ready for Brandon to get going on all that. So you can see now that we've got the clutch master cylinder installed, the hard lines connected to it. This little connector here is actually the filler opening for the reservoir. There is a custom built tank inside the car here, and that is the reservoir for the clutch and the master cylinders, the dual master cylinders that are inside the car here. And you can see in one of the clips of the videos, the master cylinder and hydro boost are turned 90 degrees in here, and you'll be able to see that from underneath the dash. And we also have the stainless lines connected here. Got that done. And then you'll be able to see the pedal, clutch and brake pedal in there, and the hydro boost and how that's installed also. So we've got these swing pedals, and we bought a universal assembly and then modified it. So now we have our Hydrotech hydro boost unit in here. And the master cylinder is up inside this cavity as we were just talking about. And brake pedal and clutch, all that's in here. We already have this section of the firewall covered in some black, and then the carpet will end up coming from here down. And then once we get the remainder of the cage installed, the rest of these components will start being attached. So just to give you a touch base with where we are on the Torino end of this week, you can see we've got the front bars mocked up. They're just loosely in place right at the moment, just so that we can start hanging some other stuff on. We're waiting on some washers. We've also got the custom stainless headers that we built installed here. And in doing that, he's also this gold high heat shield that we get from DEI. We have it in this area here that is super close to the firewall. Now this stuff here is good for what we decided, 800 plus degrees on this heat barrier here, and it's sprayed on with some of their adhesive, high heat adhesive. So we have that in this area here, the trans tunnel, where it's really tight. Underneath the car, we've used their all black. They also offer this in an aluminum color, but this is a heat barrier, and this one here is good for, I want to say, 1200 plus degrees. And we have the hole underneath the car. We'll try to get you some pictures of that. But then, as we were showing you earlier, some of the stuff that was going on, the swing pedals, well, now he's got everything in place. You can see the master cylinder, the hydro boost, all the stainless lines are all installed. We've removed these access panels so that you can get a better visual of that. Got that. We got the some more of the cage bars in. We got the rear down bars in and mocked up. We still have a seat belt bar that'll go across here, but we have the dash bar, the bar that goes behind the dash, and that's what the a lot of the components will be hanging off of. The AC, some of the dash stuff over here will be off of that. There, we got that stuff going on. He's got here you can see a little better visual of the high heat on that. And then got this panel in, and then back here in the back we've also mocked up one of the Forge line wheels. So these are a 20 by 12. And this will actually go a little higher up when the car's at true ride height. So this car is going to set pretty nice. And then all the external components on the car will be blacked out to go along with the blue and black theme. So I think that's kind of where we are at the end of this week. So we also just received today the next project, and this is just an old 70, what is this, 69, 70 Malibu. Just doing some updates on it. The customer's having us do a power assist brakes. We're converting it to front disc brakes. Also, we will be taking the old carburetor off and converting it to a Holley Sniper system. We're also going to be changing the fuel tank to tanks, in-tank electric fuel pump conversion. We're doing that, swapping out the distributor for the HyperSpark distributor, and a few other small items. But this is just came in today, and this will be what we'll be working on this next week. Kind of just not even really a resto mod, just an update. Just make the car a little more dependable and user friendly for the guy that owns it. And so what else? I think that's all we got going on that today, right? That's about it. So we'd like to be sure and thank everybody for joining us here at the Rod Shop channel, along and following Saxy Rod Shop and supporting us. And beautiful day today. It's first week of November. Get that car out and drive it. And if you haven't subscribed to our channel, please do. Subscribe, tell your friends about it. If you have questions, want to see some more specifics on certain projects or some other detail stuff, send us a message. We'll get to it as quick as we can. Thank y'all for joining.